Hi divine beings, I'm Kim the Goddess, and we're doing something a little different today. We are doing a pick a card. We're doing a guidance pick a card. What are you being guided towards? What are you being guided to do? There's any messages that have to come through from the universal energies that's guiding you of love and light. And yes, to live, your best life, the life that you truly desire, and to tap into that frequency, ground yourself into that frequency. And yeah, so I actually offer this guidance reading. You can get this personalized through my website, kenthegoddess.com. And yeah, but if you enjoyed this, and I'm grateful that you're here, so go ahead and show me some love by giving this a thumbs up, liking this, subscribe, commenting. I am open to receiving. And click that post bell notification so you know when the next pick a card coming out, when the next daily reading is coming out, which should be daily. But yes, without further ado, let's get started. Yeah, go ahead and pick whichever one you're feeling called towards. We have pile 1 with selenite. It's a small little selenite. We also have pile 2 with lapis lazuli. Pile 3 with orange calcite, a little bit of combined with another stone. Yeah, so it's a close-up that's about to be pulled up. You're going to see a close-up of these. So if picking crystals or seeing it more closely helps you picking a pile. And I give you a couple of seconds to figure that out. If you want, you can pause this video to help you pick which pile you're drawn towards. And we're also going to do a little bit of sound healing, so it can help a little bit more if you want to pick a pile. So let's go. Okay, so here we have a much closer look at each pile. This is pile 1 with the selenite, pile 2 with lapis lazuli, pile 3 with orange calcite. Okay, pile 1 with selenite, excuse me. Pile 2 with lapis lazuli. Pile 3 with orange calcite. Okay. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out. For you to ground into your intuition, to ground into which one you're being guided towards. In a moment, we're going to do a sound healing little meditation so that can help with picking a pile. So again, pile 1, 2, and 3, and really trust yourself. Sometimes it's really not, I wouldn't say a big of a deal. Just go with your first instinct and trust yourself that that was divinely guided, that was a message, and not trying so hard on, picking one. Sometimes it's really just your instinct, the first one you're drawn to. And yeah, and honestly, if you feel called to all 3, that is okay. You can listen to all of them and take whichever one resonates with you and leave the rest. Yeah. So we're going to get started. So here's the sound meditation for picking a pile. So just breathe in and out, and let's get started. All right, hopefully that helped in picking which pile you are drawn towards. And let's get started with pile 1, selenite. Hi pile one, welcome to your reading. Okay, we have selenite. I also wrote down some messages involving the selenite crystal because the crystal is also aligned and synchronized with the reading. That was the intention behind it, and I also set the intention that the messages, the definition that wanted to come through for selenite was also going to be a message for you. So especially if you want to work with the stone selenite, this can help. So selenite, it is associated with the goddess of the moon. So you either might be a Cancer, also got Taurus energy. So this is a high vibrational stone that helps with bringing light, that helps bring light down from higher realms into the physical body for personal transformation, along with it helps contacting the divine mind to access the angelic realm. Yes, I know this crystal because it is a very cleansing stone. If you do readings, you can get your little pouch or put selenite on top or close to anything that you want to cleanse. But for me, it's decks and stuff. It's a very cleansing stone. It can clear the energy of whatever it is that you want to put it on top of or you want it to absorb. This is actually not a stone meant for water, so don't put it in water. Also, yes, this is an angelic stone, so if you like angels and stuff, maybe this stone could be helpful and beneficial. Yeah, so let's get started. Ooh, we have a little bit of love messages in here, and just, you know, overall, what is the guidance for pile one? Okay, we have the Tower. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. And I might just give me a second to allow messages to come through. Okay, so I feel as though, and you'll also see me pause so I can, you know, gather myself together and, you know, not speak so quickly and try to get things done so fast. So bear with me, and we're moving a little slow. All right. We have the Tower and the Seven of Pentacles. Instantly, I got this energy of starting over. It feels like you might be starting over, or you're being guided to start over, whether this be career-wise or financially, or just starting something over from the ground up. We just left the year of 2020. However, that energy could still be lingering. And it's always a nice time, regardless of the year 4, whatever planet sign the planets in, it doesn't matter. It's always a nice time to start over, or, you know, start things from the ground up. All right, the Tower is something very harsh. It really it's like kind of a big disruption, or just a big shift that happens. Earthquake, kind of, you know, just really shaking the room, shaking the table. And it seems like you're being guided towards to starting over some type of, you know, career, job, finances, and really just starting from the ground up. Seven of Pentacles. This gives me the energy of planting seeds and watching them grow, and also giving them the space, giving things the space to grow. All right, you can't, you know, that saying, you can't watch a pot boil, or I don't know, but it's like you can't I wouldn't say caught up, but it's like, you know, sometimes that crown chakra energy, you have to detach or step away from a certain outcome, or from what it is that you want, or just a certain outcome, but just giving things the space to grow. You know, once you plant a seed, it's not going to grow the next day. All right, and what you're not going to do is plant a seed, then, you know, you done rooted it, did all that, planted the seeds under the ground, all that, and then the next day you're going to dig it right back up just to see if it's grown or not. You're not going to do that, because it's going to interfere in the process of it growing. Okay, that's what the Seven of Pentacles typically, the vibe that it gives me. All right, but you're being guided and maybe even forced to start over. All right, maybe it was even this energy of like cutting back from certain things, had to like minimize something. All right, but it could also be this sense of appreciation coming through, appreciating all that you do have. All right, Queen of Cups. Appreciating all that you do have. And the Queen of Cups gives me, especially this this deck specifically, the Queen of Cups gives me this energy of, she's the queen. The queen is sitting like in a castle, and the queen is outside of the castle, and she by the beach, and she has her throne by the water and stuff. So it's like you're probably being guided towards, you know, starting something over that might have been a little bit maybe unconventional, or just this idea of stepping away from something. All right, because the Queen of Cups is away from her castle, and she's right by the beach, and it's this idea of like, just because you live this nice lavish life, or however you're perceived, or doesn't mean that you live a great life. That's a message for somebody. Or this idea of like, there's life outside of what we're used to. Okay, there's life outside of what we're used to. But the Seven of Pentacles is just maybe even creating a deeper connection, along with this Queen of Cups, creating a deeper connection for what you do have, for things that you are planting, the things that you are growing, because of a certain disruption or something that you had to start over with. Okay, and it's like detaching, definitely, because the back of the deck for this pile was the devil, and the devil always reminds me of detaching from something. Once we have an attachment to something, that's where, I wouldn't say demonic energy, but it's where things can be held over our heads, you know, because we're attached to this, and this may be a physical thing, tangible thing, when it's like, in a way, just kind of appreciating all that you do have, whether it be materially or not, being appreciative of what you do have. I think I just kind of said that, but yeah, or just enjoying nature, being appreciative of nature, being even appreciative of your journey and where you have, you know, come from, what has happened, and where you are now. That takes a lot of courage and a lot of creating peace with yourself, to be appreciative even of the hardship, even of things that have been difficult. Okay, so you're being guided towards freedom. All right, that's why this disruption, this destruction has happened. You know, I definitely feel this energy of like, maybe something might have been taken away, or just really being forced to start over, because intuitively, or your spirit just wanted freedom. Your highest and best self wanted freedom. You're being guided towards freedom. All right, you're free to do whatever you choose. That tower moment, you know, everything was destroyed, so you can start it over. So you can start over and revamp. And remember that you can plant that seed of whatever it is that you want, and it can grow. All right, so just maybe not getting caught up. Maybe I feel this energy of getting caught up in this idea of what we're doing every day, or just something that we're accustomed to doing, and just feeling like, how do I get myself out of this? And Tower came through. Universe came through. Universal energies came through and was like, you can start over. You can start over. And the things that were destroyed, appreciating those things, those lessons that those things had for you, that they taught you. And now it's time to, you know, plant some new seeds. And again, being appreciative of how far you have come, the things that have happened, and appreciating where you're at. Energetically, financially, you know, can you find some type of gratitude in your current circumstances and where you are? Okay. And know that the things that you're manifesting, the things that the seeds that you're planting, you know, they take time. All right. You have to water them. You have to give them sun. You have to act like it's a plant, a flower. You know, you have to take care of it. It needs water just like us humans do. All right. So it's nurturing, you know, kind of like nurturing everything. Just like how you want to be nurtured, Queen of Cups. Okay. And, you know, your things are going to manifest. Things have manifested, and it's more so of tapping into that frequency. And that's the intention behind this reading, to bring you to that vibration. To bring you to that vibration, to remind you of that vibration of, you know, what feels good for you, because sometimes you can get off the bandwagon sometimes, but this is just that reminder. Okay, you're being guided to purify. That tower came through to purify, to kind of this Seven of Pentacles is giving me very minimal. You were being asked to kind of like let some stuff go, and you know, maybe it feels like you're left with a little bit, but it's like you were purging, you were clearing out some energy, purifying. All right, it's time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. All right, whether this be, you know, whether this has happened already, or you know, at this moment, the energy that's coming through, and you have the power to change anything that comes through. Okay, right now the energies that are coming through, that it looks like, you know, something will shake the table. Something will either be released from your life where you feel like you're left with, you know, a minimal amount of things, or just things exiting your life, whether it be physically, you know, tangible things. But this could even be, you know, detoxing your body, whether this be fasting, or you know, changing a diet, or trying out a different lifestyle. All right, because you're being guided to let some stuff go. You're free to do whatever you choose. So what are you going to do? What are you going to choose? All right, are you going to choose your mind and your body and spirit? You're going to choose yourself, you know. And sometimes your body nudges you that we may need some more water, that we may need to do a water fast, or we need to do a smoothie fast, or whatever resonates with you. Eating more greens, taking more vitamins and minerals and stuff, whatever that is. Trust your guidance, trust your body, because it's time. You're being guided to you're really shedding. All right, you're really shedding. This could even be taking a bath with Epsom salt, and just setting the intention that this is clearing your aura, your mind, body, and spirit and soul. And this is a restart, a reset. Okay, clearing the energy. All right, we have nature, tuning into the body, grounding in nature, drinking water, tuning into all the elements. Right, and it's like, you know, maybe even connecting to nature to really connect with yourself, to connect with your body, your spirit, to ground yourselves. The Queen of Cups, she's outside, she's near water. Where I'm at is cold, so you know, however you can connect with nature, whether this be if you have plants in your home, connecting with them, that can create a grounding sensation, or just even, you know, stepping outside for 5 minutes and just getting some fresh air, even if it may be cold outside, or even if it's warm for you, you know, just making sure that you are getting that time with Mother Nature, excuse me, and reminding yourself that you are rooted in the universe, you know. All right, we also have domestic harmony. So there could even be shifts in households, possibly with the domestic harmony, that there could be, you know, some type of harmony, some type of balance in the home, with yourself, with the people that are around you. And this might have taken, you know, some shifts in relationships to either, you know, further connect with yourself, or, you know, to even create a better bond with the person, or with, you know, certain relationships. And sometimes the better bond may be not really speaking to them often. The better bond may be I just got this energy of, you know, it's like, you know, somebody goes from your friend to associate. It's like changing, not the status of a certain relationship, but, you know, that I don't really know what's like the term for it at the moment. So yeah, but some harmony is happening. So even if stuff may look crazy and like what is happening with life right now, this is just happening for some sense of harmony, sense of freedom to do whatever you want, to purify your home, your body, your space, your safe and sacred space, and kind of like reset and start over. Okay, we have be the light in the situation. All right, and this is on top, I mean, this is below the freedom card. The freedom card is on top of be the light of the situation. And, you know, she is outside. She's watching the sunset, you know, and it's like she could be standing in front of the sun, right? So it's like the situation that had happened had to happen, even if it was destructive or whatever, or somebody had reacted in a very destructive way, or maybe it was you. But now it's kind of like, you know, moving forward, cleansing from a certain type of energy or relationship, and maybe even getting some guidance from, you know, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio person, or, you know, somebody wants to give you some type of advice, and maybe even actually listening. It doesn't mean you have to follow this advice. This just could be just listening to what people have to say, or, you know, just some people may give good advice, just like this reading might be giving you some divinely guided advice for a situation that you may be experiencing that could have been destructive and maybe even pretty dark. But right now they're saying, be the light of the situation. All right, spending some time in the sun and not really just, even though it's been kind of gloomy where I'm at, but it's kind of like, ooh, I'm getting headspace. I heard something in the headspace show, and they were saying how thoughts are kind of like clouds, and meditation is like, you know, remembering, kind of clearing the clouds or moving the clouds and looking and remembering that there is a blue sky always, you know. So the sun is always out. The moon gets its light from its sun, and selenite is associated with the moon. So could be a lot of darkness type of energy, but there could be no light without any darkness, and vice versa. So they're essentially one. So being the light of situation of choosing what you want to do, choosing what is best for you, and that might be cleansing from a certain situation, cleansing from a certain type of habit that we constantly have, and such as, you know, a certain way of eating, certain way of just of living, you know, with this nature card, and domestic harmony, the way that we live. So it's like be the light situation, and, you know, cleansing your home, your body. And yeah, we have third eye chakra, acknowledge spirit. Whoa. I trust in a higher source, and I acknowledge my direct connection with it. In the stillness, I listen for the wisdom inside, and I am open to the spirituality that is within and all around me. I know that love is a creative force. I meditate and welcome mystical truths. I am open to seeking guidance in my spiritual quest from a spiritual teacher, master, or guru. And it's funny because I heard the word guru today, and it was through this wellness coach. So maybe even getting some type of advice on your health, on your wellness journey, if you're going to be starting this cleansing, detoxification, taking care of your body, your heart, maybe even some type of counseling, therapy. But as I mentioned, gaining some advice or hearing, being open to hearing and learning from different people on what they have to say, whether this be, you know, financially, or just how to take care of yourself, spiritually, energetically, emotionally, and healing through certain things. Okay, and acknowledging, you know, being the light in the situation. It's like acknowledging that love is everywhere. You know, we're all love, and sometimes I'm getting this energy. Sometimes people have to be reminded of that, or some people may not feel the love, so they may act like a rude person or mean, and just however they're acting, you know. But just acknowledging that they are spirit, that they are, you know, one with you. All right, they're on their journey right with you. This reminds me of some people just may trigger you, and that's okay, because you're still learning these lessons from other people. And it's kind of like everyone is kind of like a guru and a teacher and a spirit guide, because we all have our wisdom, we all have, you know, things that we can learn from other people, and it's like being open to that, and just remembering that we can always learn from other people in situations. Okay, last couple of cards, even though I'm going to pull an affirmation, is love guidance. We have calling in your soulmate and worth waiting for. So your soulmate could be worth waiting for. And I just got this energy of like the person you may be with may not be your soulmate, and this just may be any relationship that you may be experiencing. It's kind of like, don't give up on love, and don't give up on yourself. Okay, don't give up on yourself, because my intention with love, or just for me, love is also about self-love and other relationships, and not just physical people, but we have a relationship with everything. We have a relationship with crystals, and, you know, just some type of programming relationship is just a programming, honestly, at least my opinion. All right, so calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help you bring you together. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So whatever could be happening, in a way, finding small little things that you can be grateful for, and just kind of like what's going to help you, you know, continue your journey and move forward. Okay, you know, love is worth waiting for, or it's not even worth waiting for, but giving yourself the time and the patience to kind of regain that love for yourself and for other people, you know, and kind of letting go of past situations, creating peace with that, you know, and remembering that whatever has happened in the past has already happened. You know, the only thing that we can really control is how we act at this very moment and how we want our future to look, even though the past and the future is the present moment. They're all one and the same, you know. But yeah, giving yourself the patience to love yourself again and other people. All right, and visualizing, you know, affirming what kind of relationship, what kind of energy do you want to ground yourself in, energies that you want to draw in and attract. Okay, these energies are worth waiting for, and having the patience for them. And yeah, because it all happens at this very moment. It's more so of certain things kind of shifts us, or kind of like yeah, just kind of certain things takes us away from that vibration or frequency. Not to seem like you're a victim or anything, but just certain thoughts or just certain things that trigger us can very quickly shift our vibration, and it changes the frequency, the radio station. Yeah. So here's an affirmation for you all. What affirmation does Power 1 need to work with? Interesting guidance. What is the affirmation for Power 1? Okay, we have life is good to me. That yellow. So being confident in, you know, kind of like being confident and trusting the universe that, you know, whatever is happening, it's divinely guided. It's clearing some space for you to choose whatever direction you want to go in. Shed any stuff that no longer serves you. All right, because it's like you're shining a different light now, and all this shedding is going to help radiate this new energy, this new light that you're radiating, that you want to radiate. All right, that purification, that cleansing your aura, that's the solar plexus, your confidence, you know, your personal power. All right, tuning into that energy and remembering life is good to you. All right, back of the deck today, I choose hope. Okay, so these are kind of like hopeful cards, and just remembering and repeating whenever life feels a little hard. Remember, life is good to me, regardless of what it may seem. And, you know, I choose hope. You know, trusting that things can and will get better. All right, and just even that thought shifts the energy, and it does get better. All right, so Power 1, that's all that I have for you. Let me know how this made you feel. Comment down below on how it made you feel, and if you liked it, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, because 100 subscribers, I'm about to say 100K, but we're doing a giveaway. And yeah, click that post bell notification so you know when the next pick a card and next reading is coming up. And yeah, much love to you. Namaste. Okay, Power 2, this is your guidance reading, all right, with lapis lazuli. And I wrote down some messages on the definition of lapis lazuli just in case you wanted to work with it. And I set the intention that this crystal is also synchronized with the reading. It's also in alignment. And I also set the intention when doing research, looking into lapis lazuli, that there will be a message for you just in case you wanted to work with it. So lapis lazuli, it's also used in makeup. So I feel like, you know, if you're choosing this and you do makeup, this is very aligned. But lapis lazuli is actually used in makeup, and it was also like even during ancient Egypt times. It's also a stone filled with protection. It recognizes psychic attack and wards off that energy, that bad energy. It's also a peaceful and calming stone. It helps with calming tempers. It also helps with self-awareness and taking charge of our own life, along with expressing ourselves. It's a throat chakra crystal. It helps with honesty and compassion. It helps with finding our path, stepping into our power, and it also helps with dreams and lucid dreaming. Okay, so that is the message behind lapis lazuli. So let's get started. Let's take a moment to breathe in and out, and again open ourselves up to this message. All right, so we have the tarot cards on messages that are coming through. Yeah, as I mentioned, like, you know, taking a moment to breathe. It feels like this pal may need to meditate, take a moment to really tune into their breath and calm the mind, body, spirit, and soul. You guys have a vibrant aura. I just saw kind of like a ray of colors, okay? And blue was one of them, but it was very vibrant and very colorful, okay? So we have Two of Swords, creating inner peace. We have peace right here, the word peace. So creating internal peace, peace with the mind, body, and spirit. And it's like at the moment it feels like you may have to close yourself off in order to create some type of peace, and not really, again, warding off that negative energy, but again, not feeling like, you know, people are not just placing this idea on people that they're negative. And it's like, yes, they may be experiencing that, but internally at their core they are spirit. They are, you know, of high vibration. They can be of high vibration. So not getting this energy of like not really judging people, you know, because it's like the more we judge people, the more we judge ourselves. So it's like creating some type of internal peace with ourselves, and sometimes that may mean we have to close ourselves off to certain energies, maybe not being emotionally available to other people, but that's okay, because you really have to take care of yourself and kind of creating that boundary, okay? So meditation is really guided for pile 2. All right, meditation so you can figure out the next step. All right, maybe this can be you're meditating on some type of collaboration, if you should follow through with it or not, with the Three of Pentacles. All right, Three of Pentacles makes me think about collaborating and creativity, manifestation, because 3 is a number of creation. All right, 2 energies come together to create, okay? Yeah, so I feel like, you know, you just may be guided to meditate to figure out a certain path, which direction, or even it feels like through meditation you will kind of gain some creative energy, channeling that energy from the universe. Okay, maybe even doing some type of creative work like drawing. Maybe even putting protective symbols around your home, your space. Maybe even using sigils for certain things. But it can even be maybe even taking the time to meditate on what type of art you want to provide for people, if you should follow through with this collaboration. We also have the Three of Wands. All right, and it feels like, you know, maybe it could be this idea of you may have so many ideas, so many thoughts, and you're not sure where to go with it, or if you can balance it, if you can juggle it. And it's like you definitely can juggle this, excuse me. And for some, they may even be connecting with nature, because I was saying jungle, so however that resonates for somebody. Maybe even doing this kind of minimalistic type of work, where, because of jungle energy, it reminds me like somebody that's really connected to Mother Earth, you know. It's just really nature that's surrounding them, right? Yeah, so it definitely feels like you can juggle this. So it's juggle this. So, you know, but I feel like, you know, even if somebody tells you that, it's like, yeah, you can tell me that, but I may not really feel it. So I feel like that's where that meditation comes in, and even kind of like planning out, doing one thing at a time, what you can do, what you do want to do, and that can help. That temperance, that can help. Oh, it's funny because even lapis lazuli helps with temper. All right, and this is a Sagittarius. Temperance is a Sagittarius card. So it may even feel like, you know, through meditation you can let some type of anger go. It also feels like through your work, through your art, that is how you channel and release certain energies through your art. And it's like, you know, this energy of like, oh wow, people resonate with it, you know, because it's like people also experience, you know, anger, pain and stuff, right? And this can even be even collaborating with people that in a way resonate with you, that could be like on the same page as you, or that just can be not easy to work with, but easy to work with, you know. Three of Pentacles. But Temperance, this energy of juggling things. You can do it. All right, it just takes some type of balance, some creative balance, kind of like your own unique type of way of doing things. All right, so I'm getting there may not be a certain schedule that you may follow with work or how you do things, how you express yourself, how you let, you know, your passion shine. So it's like not really getting caught up in this idea of like, well, my schedule doesn't look like everyone else's. Well, that's okay. All right, and it's more, but again, people may tell you that, but you may not be okay with it, or it's like, I need to feel that internally. So meditation, or, you know, just sitting with yourself and just remembering and grounding yourself in this energy of like, you can do, I want to say you can do it all because you can, but also don't overwhelm yourself. All right, don't overwhelm yourself with trying to do so many things at once, but it feels like, you know, just doing one thing at a time and really grounding your energy. And what can you do at that very moment? What is something that you want to do at that very moment, and not getting caught up in this idea of planning. Yes, it's great, but sometimes the plan doesn't really come into fruition. Sometimes things happen where it kind of takes us off track of that plan. So not getting upset that, you know, you got sidetracked, or you got taken off that, you know, that plan, you know, and being easy with yourself, and, you know, maybe even calming that temper down, just not being hard on yourself. But it's like, don't lose your focus, okay? Don't lose your focus on what it is you want, because you will leave your mark. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. All right, you're being guided to read. You're being guided to read some books. All right, it says you connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. So this can even be, you know, learning about meditation, reading some type of books about your passion, about your temper, about how you can calm yourself down, maybe even how to draw, or how to, you know, just really tap into your creative energy, or even reading some type of books that can involve some type of self-help, just really connection with the self, and maybe even books about peace. Ignore that sound if you guys can even hear it. Yeah, so reading some books and creating the time for it, creating the time to really sit down, because these Three of Pentacles and Three of Wands, like, they're very active cards, and it's like taking a moment to really sit down for a second. All right, sitting down for a second, but also, you know, letting your shine and your work come through, following that action. Excuse that too. But it's like, it requires balance. It requires balance. And it's like, maybe you may be afraid to, you know, take a moment to sit down because you may lose out some money. My hand is itching. But you're taking care of, maybe even reading books on manifestation, maybe even reading books about money, the energy of money, the frequency of money, how you can draw more money towards you, and all that. Yeah, trust. We have 2, 3, 31, but it equals 4. Trust. I am safe, I am secure. In love I trust, my faith endures. So right now you're being guided to really trust, you know, the path, or really just trust, you know, any instincts, and trust that you're really being taken care of. You're safe, you're secure. There is love surrounding you, and it's like remembering this love through either reading some books about love, remembering that there is love surrounding you by doing things that you actually enjoy and love, maybe being around people that appreciate what you do and your art and stuff. Three of Pentacles. And yeah, and maybe even feeling this self-love for yourself through meditation. And that's why I feel like the Two of Swords can be coming up, whether this be, you know, really tapping into this energy of being grounded and tuning into your heart space, and yeah, really working on faith and trusting your path and where you're being guided towards. Okay, we also have undying love. Isla, the love that you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. We do have this blue energy. My throat was feeling real funny. So I feel like there could be this energy of being guided towards maybe really expressing yourself, or there might have been a situation where you have expressed yourself and maybe certain words came out, and thinking about it, it's like, I don't know if that person even still likes me because of what I said. But just know, regardless of the situation, even if that you have partnered up with somebody and it didn't work out, the love that you have shared with somebody is eternal. And whether this even be an ancestor as well, it might be an ancestor. Whether it be an ancestor, there's undying love there from that ancestor. I'm feeling like a grandmother. But yeah. Yeah, maybe even connecting, yeah, really tuning into your heart space, your throat chakra, kind of like your higher chakras. Yeah, regardless of the situation, you know, whether it be, you know, you had to do things by yourself because a certain collaboration, whether this be romantic or not, like job-wise, certain collaboration didn't work out, but that is okay. You know, you're doing really well on your own, and it's kind of like remembering that and being able to juggle that. Even that temperance is that reminder of the Three of Wands. But it's like definitely finding some time to rest, rejuvenate, through reading or through meditation, or just by sitting the heck down, okay? And remembering that you're safe and secure, and you know your relationships are safe and secure with this undying love, okay? Your relationships are safe, okay, with anything, you know. We also have moderation, so taking step by step towards a certain goal, towards a certain project. And as I mentioned earlier, you know, maybe feeling like there's a lot on your plate, and you know, you really have to sit down and think, which one do I want to do first, or which one am I being guided towards, this and this and that, blah 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 blah. And it's like, you know, really just taking things step by step. All right, there's a lot of change that could be happening. Moderation is the number 14 equals 5. Excuse me. So there could be a lot of changes happening, but it's like taking it step by step, taking it one step at a time, okay? Because with this lapis lazuli, it's also saying that, you know, this crystal helps, and this message coming through that you're being guided to, you know, into your path, your purpose, into, you know, yeah, finding your path and your purpose. And it's like taking that step by step. Okay, because it may even be a big shift, may requires a lot of responsibilities, but it's like, you know, just making sure you're doing things that are fun and collaborating with people that kind of help you tune into that creative energy. They could even help you, you know, with your responsibilities, okay? We have numbers may be significant right now. And also, if you see the number 14, think of this video. This number 14, you may see it, and it's saying, it's talking about moderation, and it's talking about changes. And whenever you see the number 14, think about what you were doing, what you were talking about, what were you thinking, all of that, okay? Because you may see the number 14. The intention behind this card was, you know, what are some synchronicities that you may see? It may be number 5, number 14, and is to tell you to take things one step at a time. Don't try to put so much pressure on yourself to do 1,001 things, okay? And this can even be your reminder to meditate, all right? So numbers may be significant. Oh, yeah, you may be seeing 4, 5, and 6. So 4, 5, 6. I just got somebody may be a dancer. And it's like, you know, don't forget, you know, to dance, to move that energy around, and how dancing or whatever you're passionate about, whatever makes you feel good, can be meditative. Meditation doesn't have to be just sitting down. It could be, you know, juggling something, and somehow you find peace in that moment. Whether it be, you know, doing work is your meditation, okay? But focusing on numbers and taking things one step at a time and learning things step by step. Again, I got that dancer type of energy, and dancing, you have to take things one step at a time. And it's funny because another message with dancing is like, you know, you kind of have to get used to something. You have to get used to it and see how your body works with this certain type of movement or whatever is happening. You know, that's how you kind of bring your own flow, because everybody's body is different and they have their own unique flow and how they express things, okay? You are a unique individual in how you express your art and express yourself, okay? All right, and it's like you're being guided, and it's like for some of you guys, you may know what you're already being guided towards. This may be a confirmation, and because we have you be knowing, so you know. All right, you know what you're being guided to do. You know what you have to do. So trust yourself. All right. All right, we have some love messages. It says, pay attention to the red flags. Express your love. Expression. And I felt something in my throat, and I mentioned, you know, undying love. So whether this be you actually express yourself to a person, whether you express yourself to whether you express a certain message that you have for somebody verbally, or you can even write them a letter and burn it and never give it to them. And I think that's really I really like that letter and burning it, because it's like sometimes when we confront somebody, when we talk to them face to face, well, I wouldn't say we, but personally, I guess I feel this energy of beating around the bush. Sometimes it's hard to say things to people in front of their face, when sometimes when we're writing, we can express more, really truly say what we want to say. And maybe that could even be what lapis lazuli is helping you with, wants to help you with. And through just expressing yourself 100% regardless, but also being compassionate. You know, just because you're very expressive and blunt, like, that doesn't mean that, you know, I wouldn't say you're an amazing person, because it's like the way you get your point across, how you say things is very important, regardless if you're blunt or X, Y, you know, whatever. Right? So express your love, you know, be compassionate with other people. Go ahead and make that romantic gesture. So it's like, you know, go ahead and take that action, whether this be with a person, you know, you be knowing, you know what I'm talking about. So go ahead and express your love to, you know, the things that you are grateful for. Tell people, let people know that you love them, that you care for them and stuff like that. Right? And but also express yourself to that person. Or I feel like it's another way to express yourself is by you paying attention to the red flags and acknowledging them, because we always notice the red flags, but sometimes we don't acknowledge them. We push them to the side, but it's like you have to acknowledge it, and you not acknowledging it, I feel like a message coming through is kind of a lack of self-love. You know, you want to love yourself so much to the point where you're not really going to take no shit, you know what I'm saying? So pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. All right, so that's where that meditation coming in, that could be coming in. You be knowing, you know, the red flags. All right, so express the red flags, acknowledge them. All right, they're cautioning you, whether this be, you know, paying attention to the red flags about somebody that you're working with, and maybe having to do things on your own because, you know, just maybe, I guess, better safe than sorry, but I just heard. So express yourself, express your love for other people, and express your gratitude. Express your gratitude for other people. And, you know, for some, this may be express your love to somebody. Let that person know, whether it be a lover or somebody, you know, romantically, that, you know, you care for them, and make that romantic gesture. Okay, so maybe not being afraid to put yourself out there. All right, so final message, an affirmation for you to work with. All right, that you can repeat on a daily basis, however you want to work with this. But I highly encourage you to work with this affirmation. So Power 2, what is the affirmation for Power 2? This is beautiful. Repeat this after me. You ready? The door that closes for me is the wrong door. The door that opens for me is the right door. All right. So whatever has left your life, whatever, you know, new opportunities are presenting itself to you, walk through them. And it's okay if you don't walk through them. That doesn't mean that there's going to be no more opportunities. But the door that closes for you, don't be upset, because, excuse me, don't be upset when that door closes, because it's not for you. It is the wrong door. The one that opens for you is the right door. And it's like, you may be closing yourself off because it's like, you know, maybe this may not feel like the right choice. This doesn't feel like the right door that I'm going through. So I'm going to close myself off, because the door that opens for me is the right door. And again, the one that closes is not the right door. Okay, so back of the deck, I am deserving of respect, love, and happiness. I give respect, love, and happiness too. All right, give and receive that balance. Okay. All right, what is it that you want? All right, and what is it that other people want? And it's like remembering how you want, treating others how you want to be treated, because it's like, what energies do you want to come back to you? Okay. So pile 2, let me know how this made you feel. If you liked it, go ahead and give this a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below how this made you feel, and click that post bell notification so you know when the next pick a card is coming out and the next reading. Okay, so much love to you. Thank you for watching this. I'm so grateful. Namaste. Pile 3, welcome to your guidance reading. So let's get started. We have orange calcite and this stone. The intention behind choosing it was that this was aligned and synchronized with the reading. And I also looked up a couple of meanings. Also ignore that sound that you may hear. I looked up a couple of meanings for the orange calcite and also set the intention that whatever message I am drawn to with orange calcite, that it is also going to be a aligned message for you. So just in case you want to work with this stone, if you want to know more about it, here are some things. So this is orange calcite. It's associated, it vibrates at the number 5, and it's also associated with the sign Cancer. The affirmation for it is, I am filled with creative and constructive energy. This also gave me Shiva energy. So just saying, I don't know if you all connect with the god Shiva. That might be a spirit guide for you, or yeah, but maybe doing some research on Shiva. It's also connected with the root and sacral chakra. This stone helps with integrating, it says integrate spiritual realm with the physical body. It helps with creativity. It removes depression. It gives insight on apathy or lethargy, taking back control over one's life. So you're gonna gain some energy, information on why you're so tired, on lethargic, and you know, really gaining control over your life again, and gaining the confidence, the courage to go after what it is, actions that you need to do. Okay, all right, so let's get started. Tarot cards is coming first, and just to see what guidance is coming through. Ooh. Okay, beautiful. All right, so we have the 3 of Pentacles. This came up for pile 2, and while I was channeling, tuning into the energy of pile 3, pile 2 came up a lot. So maybe some type of connection with pile 2 or just the number 2. So we have the 3 of Pentacles, and it seems like, okay, this is the imagery. All right, and I instantly got, you're watering something. All right, so it could be, you know, planting some seeds, watering what it is, giving water to your ancestors first of all. Also it could be, you know, really connecting, creating a deep personal connection to your creation. I also said this for pile 1. Oh wow, creating a deep connection to your creations. You know, plants, flowers are symbolic of creation of life. Ignore that sound. Of creation of life. And it's like honoring that and showing it some love through water. This imagery, it's saying like, I'm already getting it, it's already very grounded, it gets enough sunlight, but not forgetting the water element of who you are. After we have the Ace of Cups, so really connecting with the water element, really connecting to the emotions and how your emotions can impact your physical body, and how your emotions can definitely help with some type of guidance, nudges, because 3 of Pentacles traditionally is a card of collaboration and working together. So it's like, you know, how can you work together with all that you have, all that there already is, working together with, you know, water, working with that element, and yeah, taking some action on this emotional type of energy that you may have, you know. So not really getting discouraged by being emotional, intuitive. Yeah, because we have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, this is fire of water, so passion and, you know, water. So I feel like, you know, there's this energy of like, you have a great balance of passion and the intuition of following your passion, or the intuition of channeling your passion and, you know, following it, but also may feel like, you know, not watering down your passion, not watering down your light, and not watering down who you are. Okay, continue to move forward and walk through this path that you're being guided towards. Trust yourself. All right, they're walking through something, they're walking through this, like, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, so trust the path. Okay, and this is like, honestly, well, this is not the only card that's not raining, But we also have the sun. All right, Ace of Cups, it's the rain. So it's like getting water from the rain, connecting with rainwater, or just even I just got the sun will come out, Kali Uchis, Tyler the Creator, after the storm, because after the storm is when the flowers bloom. Okay. And it's like Tyler the Creator, I just want to say Tyler Perry. Tyler the Creator's part is so fascinating because he says, Callie, what you mean? I take offense because I'm the hottest flower boy that popped up in the scene. So it's like, you know, gaining, like really stepping into that confidence that you are the hottest, the hottest flower boy, the hottest flower that or flower gal, flower being, you know, that has popped up ever, you know. And it's like not forgetting your light, not dimming your light, okay? Because that fire of water is giving me, you know, not watering down who you are, you know, not doing that. Okay, if anything, you need to feed yourself, you know, your true authentic energy. All right, and really express yourself, really tap into that power of, you know, letting things go, removing blockages of your creative energy, that sacral chakra. Okay, really watering yourself with who you truly are. All right, and maybe you may even enjoy the dark times, or maybe even enjoy when the sun is not out, and it could even be like you may enjoy the sun not being out or this dark energy because you still feel the light, you still shine very bright. That sun card. Okay, so, and it's like, even though things may be dark, you still feel this guidance, that intuitive type of energy. You still feel this guidance on where you're being guided towards, and it's towards yourself. It's towards your internal being, your emotions, and who you truly are, and not dimming it. All right, and it can even be ancestors are helping you. It's not that much. The deck always gives me ancestor vibes, but it's also a very serious deck to me. You know, I feel like serious messages comes through. But anyways, could even be a Leo, could even be a Cancer, yes, or a earth sign. Could be an earth sign. Yeah. So you're being guided to keep going. Keep going, keep watering yourself with love, keep watering these ideas that you want to come to fruition, connecting with water, and not overwatering things, not overwatering yourself to the point, again, it's too much water where, you know, like it's drowned, or not dimming yourself, not overwatering yourself. Okay, but it says you're on the right path. Okay, so continue going, follow that path, keep going. All right, keep shining your light. And it's like, you know, because that fire of water, night is fire, cups is water. It's like you have this nice perfect balance, you know, of your light, your passion, your intuition, your emotions and stuff. And it's like you can trust it. That fire helps you with, you know, moving forward and, you know, being grounded in who you are. Okay, it's like you're really perfectly balanced. All right, you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. Okay, all right, do I need to say more? All right, you're on the right path. So it feels like, you know, maybe even if there's a state of transition, Knight of Pentacles is making some type of movement, could even be some type of state of transition, and looking back at things. There's something going on my throat. All right, there could be a shift in energy, career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and you deserve. And it's like you could be planting that seed and you're nurturing it and you're taking the action towards it. All right, you're tuning into that frequency, that vibration, regardless of what the circumstances may be, regardless if it's dark outside, regardless if it's raining. You know, you're still going to give that light, you're still going to give it some love, whichever direction, whichever path you're being guided towards. All right, you're still going to shine. You're doing the best that you can, and it's like you're doing the right thing, you know. You're doing great. All right, and, you know, continue watering the seed, continue watering that career or that life that you truly desire, and continue to tap into that energy and vibrate at that vibration, that frequency. Okay, oh my god, we have another card of what you're being guided to do. And you're being guided to practice. being guided to practice your skills, okay? And it may be, you know, you might be a gardener, or you just might be an artist of some sort, whether this be, or a musician of some sort as well. So it's like practice your skills, polish them, and yeah, continue moving forward. You know, don't overwater it, don't overdo it. But it's like, you know, give it the time and energy that it needs to, you know, I just kind of like heard that proficient level, I guess, you know. Yeah, but a career can even be in something that you're passionate about, something that you may truly enjoy. And yeah, and it could be involving, you know, the joy and abundance that you desire and that you truly deserve. Okay, you definitely deserve a lot. You're doing great, and you're doing very great. I really like this. I really like this. All right, this next, oh, never mind. All right, don't back down. Don't back down. That's what I said. Even that Ace of Cups, it's like, you know, you're not gonna stop. Like, you have this fire, that fire inside of you, where it's like not too much, where it's not too much, but it makes that mark. All right, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Okay, the next cards are numbers that you may see, some synchronized, some synchronicity that you may see, and this is what they're saying to you. You may see number 93 and 44. All right, because it's like you're entering a phase of transition. Things are ending, but it's a happy ending. All right, you're changing something, but again, it's a happy ending. All right, and it could be you're changing your environment. All right, you might have repotted some flowers. All right, but you may be relocating, whether this be relocating in a different career, whether this be an actual location or not, but just changes are happening in your environment. All right, we have it's unfolding. All right, keep going, it's unfolding. All right, some love cards is getting to know each other and true love. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. This is a romance of a lifetime, so it's unfolding. Keep going, keep following that passion, keep watering this certain idea, this passion that you have, something that you want to see come to fruition. Okay, and you know, really get to know this, really create a connection with something that you're trying to manifest, creating a connection with yourself, with, you know, a lover or somebody that you're trying to manifest, a career, just certain thing, like a certain thing that you may be practicing, a craft that you really want to create a connection with, and it's something that you truly love, and you know, really follow your heart and really follow your passions. All right, affirmation for pile 3 is, final message, affirmation for pile 3 is, everything happens according to divine timing for the best results. All right, that Ace of Cups is definitely giving me that. It feels like, you know, some tough times, some rainy days have happened, but they definitely helped out the plants. And even if it may feel like they're overwatered, wow, we have the sunflower growing really tall, you know, and yeah, getting enough sun. All right, the plant needs enough sun, a lot of sun. So do you. Things that you're manifesting, the seeds that you're implementing, things that this new energy that you're attracting needs that light, and it's only going to shine towards the light. If you set that intention, you know, of things being of high vibrational, of love and light, things will definitely come into fruition. It's unfolding. Okay, just let things grow. Even if sometimes it's not that sunny outside, the sun is still there. All right, divine timing for the best results. Even if things were tough, divine timing. All right, that's all that I have for you, pile 3. Let me know how this made you feel by liking, commenting, subscribing, clicking that post bell notification. 100 subscribers, we're doing a giveaway. Thank you for watching this whole thing. I'm grateful for you. Much love to you, and namaste.